kind of forgot. Kind of forgot I had the water to capture instead of the other one. I mean, it's not like it makes a big difference, but I have both captures in different spots for that sake. You know, because like they're in like different sizes, so I'm like, oh, guess I have to make a capture for either of them. They still use the same output, but it's like I gotta separate them to, not deal with the whole organization part of it. Yeah, hi there. Hello. What the hell? What went off script there, man? Freaking same as in that beta over there. Man, what the? It just went Gen Alpha-fied or something, man. That's so weird. So weird. Well, anyway. Hello. Hello. Hi. Yeah, hello to whoever is watching the stream at the moment, and hello to whoever is watching the VOD. I am Andrike Sky, and I am a cyborg VTuber of the Masterverse, and we're going to be doing ASMR again. People might get sick of it because it's like, another ASMR stream? Can't believe it. No, I'm kidding. Nah, maybe people are actually like that. It's like, how dare you do ASMR again? How dare you? I mean, initially I was thinking maybe I could play Minecraft just because of how I sort of miss it, but at the same time, like I've seen like everyone else sort of going about it, I don't know. It's just weird. Yeah, it's just very strange how to really go about it. It's like, oh, I kind of want to get back into it, but at the same time, I don't think it's a good idea. Just cause Minecraft ASMR. Yeah, that's right. Because people do that. They show their gameplay of Minecraft and then they just chat. I mean, it's valid. It's valid. I've seen people do it, and I've done it like once or twice before. I've done it like probably a couple times, but I didn't get back into it because it just, I don't know. There's just something about it that doesn't feel completely right about it. Maybe it's just, I actually don't know. Maybe it's just playing on the same world, but then having to wait in between streams to play on it again. Because if you don't wait, then it kind of feels weird, kind of feels weird to do it, any other stream. I don't know, I feel like in general, I just don't know if, like, doing ASMR is a good idea, like, while playing Minecraft. It's like, maybe it could just be a normal thing instead of whatever, Yeah, definitely something, for sure. But, yeah, I wouldn't know at all. I wouldn't know at all. Never. Never. No, no, no. Oh yeah, but like this week has been a really nice mix of, like, I don't know how to describe it. It's just a lot of seeing, just in general, whatever the heck. I really don't know how to describe it. What I mean to say is, I've seen like Starset publish a cover of Shattered Dreams, and I'm like, damn. Yeah, well, yeah, when I listened to it, it was like, wow, that's so good. It's like, it's really good. But I uh, can't say anything else about it, because it really is that good. uh, but I just, I don't know what else to describe of it. Just other than, hey, you like the 80s song, but you want an electronic twist to it, or like a rock type of like theming to it, like futuristic type of thing. Then yeah, it's a good cover. But you know, of course it's not for everyone. But I'm, of course, like always appreciating what Starset publishes, just because they always get it right. At least for me, they always get it right. There are a few songs that are like, maybe not as good, but you know, otherwise everything else is like, wow, that's pretty good. Like this song, I'm gonna loop it. I'm gonna loop it over and over again. You played a few weeks ago and it was raining and came in IRL and thought, hey, it's pretty relaxing, you should stream this. Well, you can. It's easy. Yeah, it's pretty easy to just go about it like that. It's nice. It's very nice. Don't know what else about it, you know. It's just like, hey, just nice Minecraft. Yeah, nice Minecraft stuff, and then boom. Yeah, it's a pretty relaxing game, as long as you don't blow up by a creeper or something. And thank you for the check, and I appreciate it. And thank you for the posture check. Nothing is really... I haven't really slouched yet, but, you know, I still appreciate it. Yeah. And thank you for the head pat. Boom. Creeper. Oh, man. I'm not gonna sing it. I'm not gonna sing it. That's gonna... I mean, I don't care if it's a parody. It's still gonna be... Boom. When will I return your metal pipes? I'm starving. No, you're not starving. I'm not returning it. Never. You'll never get that satisfaction. You'll just have to... You just have to crave something different. I don't know. I'm training you to stop relying on your habits. Yeah, that's right. That's right. You better stay put there. Otherwise, it's not gonna work out. What the heck is it? You when you don't know if I said you. No, that's you when you do chew on those. I don't know about you. I don't think it's a good idea though. My god. Man. Freaking pineapple on pizza. But instead of slices of pineapple, it's just the whole pineapple. I don't know why, it reminds me of that El Toro 64 Russ video where I think it was, I forgot who it was, man. I know someone took out a pineapple from a hat and then just put it on the pizza, and then started like doing stuff, I guess. Transforming the pizza into something of a mess. And then he ate the pizza, and then his head turned into a pineapple, and then the pineapple head infected the rest of the other pizza. What the heck? No. What? What kind of sense does that make? What the heck? Oh no, an ara. Man, so early for an ara, isn't it? Oh, I mean, I feel like people are just entering into the stream, so I highly doubt anyone really is asleep right now in the stream. Not that quickly. I don't imagine. I mean, if so, then cool. But if not, then yeah. I mean, even then, I feel like if people don't want to listen to then you can mute for a minute. Quickly do it slowly. What do you mean? Quickly do it slowly? Those are contradicting words there. I don't know what you mean by that. Man. Very funny. But yeah. I don't know what I'd be doing other than maybe doing this and that. Or well, something of the sort. Man. Oh well. Why are you going up to me like that? What are you doing? What are you doing? Huh? You wanna fight? No, I'm kidding. I don't even know what that is. Man. It's just... like, even after trying to zoom into that emote, I can't even tell what that is. Just looks like some weird mustache thing. I'm so confused. Man. And gun, I guess. No. How dare you? That's just disrespectful. How could you? But... something... trying to figure out some stuff, but I suppose it doesn't really matter at this point, does it? Oh well. Oh well. Yeah, music. I was already talking about Starset. But Natori also released a new song, like a new single. And, it is horrifying. I'm not saying horrible, it's not horrible. I mean, I do have like a gripe with like how it was at the middle of it, and it was like super ear-piercingly loud at like one part of it. I'm like, this is not comfortable to listen to. I mean, I still like the vibe of the song though. It's pretty nice, but that's pretty much the only gripe I have. Is just like, man, what the heck? It's like that part's so loud. How could they do this, man? So mean. So mean. I mean, whatever, I guess. But yeah, I still like that song. Uh, yeah, it's just called No Emergency Gate, or No Emergency Exit? Either or. No Emergency Exit, and it's just like this whole thing of, like, what is it? Just, oh, we're just going to, go around and do stuff. No, I'm kidding. That's not really the whole gist of it. Of course not. Uh, it's actually just like dealing with, um, dealing with the passage of time in the summer vacation, where you'll eventually have to face the reality of how, this character is being constantly looked down upon by other students and whatever, and then all this other stuff ensues, and then it's kind of portrayed as like a video game. It's like, man, yeah, it's kind of terrifying. Like the atmosphere of it, and like the song. The lyrics are pretty simplistic, and it's kind of portraying that of some kind of student. Kind of imagine like a middle school student or an elementary school student, but I imagine like either of those, because it's like the lyrics just feel just really simple to understand. Not really simple in the way that it's just, um, it's not simple, it's just, something, you know? Like the lyrics just feel like they lack the vocabulary. I mean, I don't know how else to put it. It's just how it is. But yeah, it's just been enjoying that bit of it, to be honest. I mean, I don't, like, it's been so long since, like, I've actually, like, since I've actually listened to music from my favorite artists. It's just because I've been listening to Uma Musume songs instead. I mean, they're good. They are good, but, it's not, like, it's kind of dragged me away from what I would usually listen to on a daily basis. So it's like, why? It's like, why though? Why? Man. Like, I just, like, just keep listening to it for some reason. I mean, I just keep listening to, like, you know how in, no, actually, no one would know that. Only people who play Uma Musume would know. Like, like each character has their own vocal track, on different songs. Of course, not every song is gonna feature every character, but, you know, it's just kind of, it's just kind of funny to, like, listen to the same song, but try to listen into the character's version of it. It's like, oh, this sounds completely different in comparison with, this version, like this person's version of it, or that person's version of it. It's like, oh, it sounds better, or sounds not as good, but I'm not gonna say, like, who, you know, because, that's kind of disrespectful, but, you know, we have a favorite, we have a preference. I mean, I'm already biased, you know, saying like, yeah, Simply Rudolph. Simply Rudolph, and that's just because Azusa Tadakoro has a really nice voice when it comes to songs, that actually fit the vibe. Not really, Like, of course, not really all the time, like all the songs, you know. Just cause, yeah, just cause, in some cases, the cute songs maybe don't fit Simile Rudolph as much. But that's just cause, you know. That's just cause her voice is the cool type of voice. Not really the cute type of voice. You know, it's like one or the other. Or, you know, you could probably, you could probably, like have both. You know, because there's Gold Chip. And, you know, there's that type of, like, vocal range she has. Like, man. Like, it's so funny when, you know, she's typically a really, unserious type of character. But when she's singing, a lot of the vibe changes just cause it's like the vibe changes, and you know, of course, when it's a cute song, then she'll become really high pitched, and it's like, what the heck? It's like, what the heck? Why is she doing this? Oh, Gold Chip. And then if she can't, I mean, if she wants to, if she wants to, then she'll use a much deeper voice in comparison with all the others, because that's very typical of Gold Chip in general. Just yeah, I mean, it's more or less just because the voice actress has a really big range in that category. It's like, just generally being, like, having such a wide vocal range is very beneficial. I don't want to say beneficial, but it is beneficial to have that kind of vocal range, you know, because then you could have everything. You could have all of it. Like, you could take on all the roles. Like, if you want to be a cute character, then she can be the cute character. If she wants to be a very, very, you know, if you want her to be deep voiced, then she will be deep voiced. You know, because that voice actress voiced the Japanese version of Zani as well. Yeah. Japanese version of Zani. I mean, I don't play in the JP version, because I listen in the... yeah, I just listen to the English dub of it, you know, when I play WoWa, you know. But, you know, I could just easily switch it over, if I wanted to, at least. Yeah. If I wanted to, then I could. But I don't know if I really care too much to switch it over like that. You know? Like, it just doesn't feel too... like, it doesn't feel like important enough to just switch it over just for one character. But, you know, of course, it's... in general, it's just really cool that we see, the same voice actress, but in a different, you know, in a different, like, media, like, whether it's, like, another anime or another game, whatever the heck. And then you might recognize their voice, or you might not recognize their voice. It just all depends on whether, like, whether they changed their voice enough. Or if they don't, then that's fine. Because I don't really believe that, yeah, I don't really believe, like, some voice actors and voice actresses could just make themselves really indistinguishable from their other roles, or make themselves indistinguishable from their own actual voice. Like there's gonna be a hint of their own voice in there anyway, so it's kind of just a mixed thing. Like, oh, it could be, you know, like that. It could be like that, you know. Like I was like, oh, I recognize this voice, or something like that, you know. But of course, we never know that. Yeah, we never know that. uh, um, it's just really interesting, though. But you know, of course, I appreciate those that actually, you know, put a lot of effort to make their voice like different from the other roles they were previously in. Like sometimes famous seiyuu would be really obvious to spot, but then of course there's some exceptions, and it's like, oh wow, I'm glad they, you know, actually have something different. Yeah, I don't know. It's just kind of like when I'm like, I never, like when I picked Simboli Rudolph, I never knew that yeah, I never knew she was voiced by Tadakoro Asusa until like a little later, because I only really know her mostly from Arc Knights when she voiced Texas, and yeah, her voice in her voice as Texas in Arc Knights is way different from how it would be in comparison with, you know, Uma Musume. Thank you for the head pie, Yagi. Welcome in. Hello. Hope you're doing well. But yeah, maybe it's just me with my lack of understanding, lack of familiarity. It's like I should have known that Tarakoro Azusa was voicing a Simuli Rudolph or something like that. I'm like, what the heck? I'm just dumb because I only know her mostly from Arc Knights. And you know, the like both instances where she voiced in as Texas, like totally different from Simply Rudolph. It's like Texas has a very quiet type of vibe, where Simply Rudolph has that sort of bold vibe to it. Authoritative, I guess. Oh, it's all authority, because she's the club president, or student council president after all. You're doing well? Hope my day's going well? Yeah, it is. It's going well for me. Yeah. You know, especially when Starset releases a new cover of a song, and when Natori releases a new single. Although the new single from Natori was a little intense. Yeah. Isn't it really nice when you wait until your favorite music artists release something new, and then you listen to it and it's really good? Yeah, that's the kind of feeling right now. It's like I'm always looking forward to it. Just another one, another song. Woohoo. Yeah, so it's pretty good day. Very nice day. And it's not nearly as hot as yesterday. Nice. Yeah, very nice. Yeah, it's not nearly as hot either. I mean, it's still kind of hot. But yeah. I'm not gonna think about it too much. I might just it might just rise up in temperature all of a sudden without my permission. But yeah, everything is real good. Very good indeed. So it's just been very nice. And then there's that whole temptation to try and sing the song that's in my head. But of course, it's not a good idea since copyright. But it can't be helped. Yeah, so I'm just like, no, I kinda want to go with it. But yeah, no, I can't. Just have to wait, I guess. Or, maybe I'll just have to be very careful with how I sing it. And then I probably won't get caught then. No, I'm kidding. I'm not doing it. I'm not risking it. Not a good idea. Just imagine, just very, very subtle, No, not doing it. Not worth it. No, never. Well, congratulations on getting 600 followers. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. I don't know why it doesn't feel as, it doesn't feel as, as good as the other milestones. Maybe it's just because I didn't think about it too much. I don't know. Maybe I'll think of something fair. Yeah. It's just been kind of tricky. It's kind of tricky to know whether I want to really dedicate anything for that. It's like maybe, could be. Just saw a pretty even number. Yeah. An even number until someone swoops in and kind of changes it into an odd number, and I'm like, no, it's not even anymore. Oh no. I mean, I don't think anyone is gonna do that yet. Well, at least not that soon. I don't believe that would be the case. Never. No, that would be too convenient. Too convenient of a time. It's like, hey, I'll just like change the numbers here. No, but I don't think it's gonna work like that. Not until maybe someone new is gonna arrive and then just like, I'm gonna do a funny thing. I'm gonna be so funny. Hey, how dare you? Definitely not yuck. Man, how dare you? Man, I don't even... I'm not counting that. That's not fair. That's not fair. If it's just a dupe account, then I don't really count that at all. And I mean, it's definitely not yucky, right? Man. Man, I feel like if it was made just for the sake of the joke, then that's just really funny. You don't know who that is? It might be L then? It might be L. You know, he's probably doing something. Perhaps. I don't know. The second Kira. Eh. It's not gonna be... Could be any other Kira acting as you know, yeah. It's too convenient. It's an odd number now, and I don't like it when it's odd. Odd numbers, too odd. It looks too strange. Man. It's too odd of a number. You're sure 9 more people will follow soon enough? Man. It's gonna be like a long time for that to happen. I don't believe 9 more people would be watching the stream and then thinking, hey, I should make that number even. I don't believe in that. I don't think that's ever happened. That's too convenient. Way too convenient, if that was the case. Man. Nah. It's not happening. Not happening. Never. You can't do it. It's too bad. You want me to make it even again? I don't know. I mean, you could... you could do something, somehow. I don't know why, but you know. I mean, I wouldn't know. Wait, if you're saying I want you to do it again, you're admitting it now. Oh. How dare you admit to doing that? Shame on you. You don't have 9 more ults. Okay, so it's just 1 ult then. What is happening outside? They're coming for you. They're coming for you, Yagi. They found out who you are. You gotta run. Step police. Yeah. Yeah, you know. what I used to be back then. At least in lore, not actually, you know. Lore, lore. Just look up the lore. I used to be like them. Run. No, but don't worry, they won't come for you or me. They'll come for someone else, perhaps. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe someone else is here and they might be the one who's guilty. Guilty of something. Guilty of whatever it is. I don't know what. But, yeah. Just, something. You'll simply write their names in your notebook. Their name tag on the uniform. Man. What the heck? Man. What good is that gonna do? Man. What if it's a fake? What if it's a fake? It's gonna be a decoy. It's just another decoy. Yeah, you never know. It's gonna be so bad. It's gonna be so bad. And they'll come after you as soon as they know it's over. That'd be in character for a light revolver. That, yeah, it would be. It would be after all. It's like, oh, that's not actually me, light. Oh, so now you're gonna do this? Something. Profile toys. The irony of someone who's supposed to be smart. But it's more like... Yeah, it's more like Light was being cocky and overconfident. I said two of the same things that were in different ways. Yeah. But yeah, it's like he's smart, but he's kinda cocky. He thinks he can do whatever he wants, 'cause he has the power. He was very cautious and meticulous until Elle was alive. Yeah. After that, he was just too arrogant. That's for sure. Man, I kind of just remember that one scene that as Elle was going away, Light just kind of stares at him with this shitty grin, and he's like, hee. And then Elle is like, so I was right all along. And then, I don't know. Something I find really weird though. It's like a very really strange gripe, you know, that I have about how they went about it. Like how a light goes away. But he threw it back on his screen. Yeah, one gripe is we see Nier take the actual copy of the notebook, and then, you know, he throws in like a near no pun intended near copy of the notebook. It's like that's like the gripe that happens. Like this guy takes the notebook, makes a whole dang copy of it, and when this amount of time is like realistically that doesn't work, man. That doesn't work, man. What the heck? Made a whole dang copy in this amount of time before the other guy notices, and then the other guy's like, oh my god, no, it doesn't work. And then it's like, what do I do? He like asks Light what did you do, and then Light is like, nah, he's not with me. It's like, man, what the hell? Throwing him under the bus. So funny. It's like, how could this be? Such a mean character. The officer who was following the one who had the notebook was so talented he copied everything to perfection. Yeah, I'm like, why? How do you do that? Magic! It's like the only thing that's superhuman was just, or like a superpower was just basically the notebook and the Shinigami. The rest of them are just human. These guys are human. Frickin'. I mean, we can have people who are really smart, but we can't have people just making things into perfection, like on the spot. Like something like that. It's like, no, it doesn't. Like, there's bound to be an imperfection, you know? It's like, it's weird. It's really weird. I don't like it. Yeah. But oh well. It is what it is, man. But whatever. Imagine a guy who notices the displacement of the pencil in his drawer and didn't notice anything different in his notebook. Yeah, it's really questionable. It's really questionable, but oh well. It's not like they'll ever care, right? No, they'll never notice a single thing. Nah, it's fine. Yeah, it's somehow fine, I guess. I don't... Whatever. Yeah. Everything is fine. Everything's totally fine. You know, besides that, somehow, like, perfectionist superpower, you know? It's like, yeah, I totally could just make a perfect copy of a notebook that I just looked at. It's like, man, did you use the exact forehand of the pen too? It's like, what the heck? Where's this? But yeah, whatever. Whatever about that. It's already gone by. Trying to like remember, maybe like there's some anime I want to watch later today, but I also kind of want to I also kind of want to grind some other game, or want to do something else, and maybe I'll do this thing, that thing. So difficult with the decision making in this. Man. wish it was a little easier to know what to do. What kind of anime do I watching right now? Man, I need to look at the list. I need to look at the list. All I know is that Kaoru Hana wa Rinto Saku, I'm watching that one. The fragrant flower blooms with dignity, which is a totally, like, different name. I haven't looked into any seasonal stuff. But all I know is that I watched that, and I'm maybe gonna wait until later to watch that. And then, of course there's, My Dress Up Darling Season 2. It's like, hey, yes, it's gonna be something, right? Something wholesome, perhaps. And then, you know, dan da dan. Dan dan da da. I think that, like, I've seen it so much on my timeline, like with dan da dan clips. So like, okay, I guess it's out. I'll have to see it later, perhaps. Yeah. And then, Gachiakuta is something that looked very interesting to me. So I'm watching that too. It's like a really interesting concept. Like, you take care of an object for the longest time, and then you'll be able to manifest its power. It's like, yeah, that's cool. It's like, is it cool? It could be cool. Could be all sorts of stuff. Yeah, I've been actively avoiding all the posts and media about Dana and Your Dress Up Darling, or My Dress Up Darling and Demon Slayer. It's spoiled up already. Yeah, it's annoying, man. They don't even try to make you avoid it. You just see it on a timeline by accident, and boom. But it's just my stupid habit of looking at Twitter all over again. Like, my dumb habit of looking at it and saying, oh, maybe I could. It's like, maybe I could watch it. But then at the same time, it's like, no, wait, this is something that I haven't seen. So I'm like, okay, that's a second of it, right? Now I just gotta wait until I actually have the time to watch it. Gachiakta looks like a promising one. Yeah, it's good. It's good. Yeah. You know, I kind of thought I was safe with spoilers like that, just 'cause, you know, I thought I was safe. I was never safe from it. And that's just 'cause, like, it's like, oh, just 'cause I look at a whole bunch of Uma Musume stuff, that doesn't mean I'm safe from anything else. It's like, Uma Musume, I'll just watch this stuff and then that's it, right? Nope. Not anymore. Instagram has ruined many animes where, yeah, JJK, Team Slayer, Chainsaw Man, Oshi, Doko, etc. Yeah, kind of just shows you, like, what happens at the very end of it, or what happens here and there. I'm like, okay then. I mean, I mean, the thing about Demon Slayer and Hoshinoko is that I already read the manga for it, but the others, no, I haven't. But then people kept talking about how in Jujutsu no Kaisen this happens, and I'm like, man, I didn't want to know that, but now I know. Thanks for telling me, stupid people on the internet, man. Like, they can't even keep it to themselves for a tiny bit, you know? For real. Yeah. It's like, come on, man. I'm watching the anime. I haven't even seen the manga, or I haven't read the manga through. JJK is the worst of it all. Now they casually talk about it like it's released. Yeah, they just assume that everyone has watched or read the manga, you know. But you know, they never really consider that there's anime watching only people too, like me. Because I'm like, maybe the action is worth it waiting for, you know? The action is worth waiting for. And then they're like, nope, just gotta insert a whole bunch of this and that. Eat, poop. Now you don't deserve to watch freely without knowing the surprise. Man. Like frickin'. It's all ruined. Ruined knowledge. I can't believe they've done this to me. How could they do this to my experience? I mean, man, just like there's a time when, like, back when, yeah, back when Endgame was released, some guy was blurting out, like, oh, Thanos dies. It's like, okay, now I'm gonna really take that to heart. It's like, I hate you. It's like, and then I see him like after I actually watched the movie, and then he's like talking to him. It's like, wow, you are an asshole for spoiling that. It's like, now I really don't care anymore. It's like, oh, you didn't have to believe it. It's like, man, whether it's a truth or a lie, it's gonna be ruining someone's watching experience, because then people are gonna have that on their mind all the time. Good thing you were not on the internet at the time. It's like it's not that like he didn't say it on, like, we were in person at the time. It wasn't an internet type of thing. It was just something I couldn't even avoid because we were just there, man. God. But any anime I'm excited about? I know Star Wars Visions Season 3 is coming out. Oh damn, yeah. I'm like, God. Stupid. But yeah, I'm waiting for the Season 3 of Star Wars Visions. And, you know, excited for it because they're having a series of the Ninth Jedi. And I like that. There's a Star Wars anime. Not like whole Star Wars anime. It's more like a compiled part of like different studios makes different interpretations of their animations and stories. So it's not like one story, it's more like many stories but done by different studios. So like Studio Trigger or IG, yeah, they do their own stuff. Yeah, so I'm excited for that. And that's coming 2 months from now. And it's getting closer with the release of it, and I'm like, yes, yes, yeah. I'm like, yeah, come on. Yeah, I'm gonna be so hyped for it. I mean, if I'm disappointed by it, then I'm gonna be so sad. But I highly doubt I'm gonna be disappointed because I feel like they genuinely grasped the story of what they had before, years ago. It's like, I believe in them. I believe they can do it. You need to watch Star Wars first. I don't know if you need to watch Star Wars just to watch Star Wars Visions. All I know is that it's a Disney Plus exclusive thing, so you can't just go on. Yeah, you can't just go on whatever other streaming service to watch it. You can't do that. It's a Disney Plus exclusive thing because it's their IP after all. The reality of it after all. But yeah, you don't really have to watch Star Wars just to watch Star Wars Visions. But if you're watching something like the popular shows, Andor, or perhaps Mandalorian, or Ahsoka, or something like that, then maybe you do need to watch Star Wars first to actually understand. Because those go in real detail of like context that you need to know about beforehand. Yeah, so it's like it really depends on what you're starting with. Like if you start with this one, then you might need to brush up on knowledge on this one instead before you watch this. It's like the world building and the chronological order and knowing like what happened in the past to recognize these characters or recognize these events. Like I remember watching through Andor season 2, and man, that was so good. It was really good because it's like, oh, I watched Rogue One, and I watched Star Wars Rebels, and like, oh, there's this context of like this and that, the Gorman massacre, and how like Mon Mothma does her whole speech on that. So it's very in depth with how the continuity goes. But of course, sometimes the continuity isn't really there. Like Star Wars isn't really known for the continuity of their material. It just doesn't. Like they're not known for that. Like they kind of get things wrong sometimes, unfortunately. So yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be whatever the heck. So yeah, I feel like in general, just whatever you're trying to watch, you might need to know the material beforehand before you try to watch it. But if it's something that's like a solo type of thing, like something that's standalone, doesn't really connect to the main saga, then yeah, you wouldn't have to worry about knowing any of it. Yeah, you wouldn't have to worry about any of it. It's like maybe I could recommend some stuff at, you know, it's like maybe there's stuff that I could recommend for newer watchers that perhaps haven't watched the movies but kind of want to catch up on something that's recent, or they kind of want to watch the movies first and then they could go about watching the other side stuff that adds up to the main stuff. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, so there's stuff that you could watch and it's pretty whimsical and all that, and it's very nice, change of pace, and you don't have to take it too seriously with that. And then, you know, of course there's the other material where you definitely want to understand everything beforehand. And thank you both for the posture check. Sitting up straight now. Gotta go. Okay, thank you for stopping in, Boku. I appreciate it. I'll see you later, alright? I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, when it comes to movies, I'd say just watch the first 6 movies. Ignore the recent movies that were released regarding the main saga. We don't care about that trilogy, don't watch that. But you know, movies wise, like, if you want to understand the whole context of it all, then you can just watch the first 6. But depending on what side of it you want to watch it, then that's up to you. Like, people sometimes say like, oh, watching the like 4, 5, 6 and then 1, 2, 3 would be really cool, or watching 1, 2, 3 and then 4, 5, 6 would give like some stuff, you know. Yeah, I've often been told to only watch the first 3. Only watch the first 3? 4, 5, 6 are the prequels to 1, 2, 3. No, not the prequels. It's not, like, chronologically 4, 5, 6 released before 1, 2, 3. Like 1977 to 1983 was when the original trilogy released, and then 1, 2, 3 is the prequel trilogy. That's like 1999 to 2005. So you got the order wrong? No, it's not wrong. It's just dependent on which one you want to start with. Yeah, it's just dependent on which one you want to start with. That's why you've been told to watch the 1999 one. Yeah, but sometimes people want to know the surprise of who this guy is or who that guy is, or sometimes people want to know just in general how, like, it's laid out. You'll look into it if you want to watch them. It's really up to you. No one can really dictate Like anything of what you will, this like what you start with. So, yeah, go with it. You will regret it or not regret it. You've already been spoiled who Darth Vader is. Okay, well, you might as well just... I mean, it's not even like a huge spoiler at this time, man. Like, it was 1980 when Darth Vader was revealed as the father, you know? And it's become so much of a meme? I mean, I guess it's a meme, you know? Like a really old meme. Like, it's just difficult to keep that a secret, you know? It's like a whole lot of years that's like since like the episode has been released. So, you know, 50 years later you're calling it a spoiler. Yeah, it's really like if you already know who Darth Vader is, then you just start with the prequel trilogy of 1, 2, 3, and then you can go with 4, 5, 6. I mean, yeah, it's pretty much how I would say it. But of course, if you don't know anything, like if you absolutely have no knowledge, if you don't know who this guy is or that guy is, then I really suggest watching the original trilogy and then the prequel trilogy, just for like the surprise factor, and then like seeing how this happened in the first place with like the turn, you know. Cool, yeah, very cool. And then after the original movies, I'd say you could probably watch Rogue One, a Star Wars story, and that takes place before A New Hope, and A New Hope is, you know, episode 4, and Rogue One takes place like literally right before that. And you know, I mean, it's kind of difficult, like saying like, oh, you could watch Rogue One, but there's Andor with like the TV series, and that takes place before Rogue One, and then Andor actually links up to Rogue One, and it seamlessly ties into it, and I'm like, oh, that's so good. So I mean, you could watch Andor before watching Rogue One, or you could watch Rogue One and then watch Andor, and then you could like piece it all together. It's like, oh wow, this is how it is. Chronologically confusing. Yeah. It pretty much is, you know. We're having like prequels of prequels or prequels of originals, and it's really funny. And we have like whatever the heck. It's like, oh, I can't wait to. It's like, I can't wait to watch the sequel of Andor season 2. When is that coming? Oh yeah, that came out like 2016, you know. So you don't have to wait, it's already here. Nah, but yeah, just watching all that connect together is the best thing. It's really nice. And then like in terms of like if you really want to get into it, you could watch Star Wars: The Clone Wars, both the series and like the really old and really scuffed movie. It's like you could watch that or not. Really depends. Oh wait, they released an article on Star Wars Visions of a preview of Black. And yeah, it's a really interesting title. It's like, why is it called Black? It's like, oh, just because it's dark. I don't know what else to say. It's like all caps, black, and it's just a stormtrooper, like POV, you know. And it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm really excited with that one too. Like Star Wars Visions with what they would interpret like a stormtrooper perspective. Because, you know, stormtroopers are kind of interpreted as like insignificant type of characters. Just because, you know, they kind of do whatever they want and then boom, they're gone. But, we kind of want to see that. Star Wars, The Clone Wars, it's a really, really long series with that one. Like 7 seasons of it. And even even like the event, like the time of events in there, even those like get really mixed up. So people like compile like a watch order and like what this does or what happens in this. So then it's like less confusing, but it kind of forces you to shuffle in between episodes from different seasons to get like a concise watch order. So yeah, you could watch Clone Wars. I'd say it's worth watching just because modern media nowadays of Star Wars use that knowledge from the Clone Wars. You know, that kind of knowledge is applied to Rebels, and that knowledge is also applied to The Mandalorian and Ahsoka and the Bad Batch and whatever the, etc., etc. I mean, like, each kind of thing connects to other things, but not everything will connect to the other source of it, It is very confusing, but all you have to do is just kind of take it a little bit at a time. Take the knowledge a little bit at a time. And then, there's these really short side stories of characters. So then you could watch them. Tales of the Jedi, really good. Tales of the Empire, really mixed. I didn't really enjoy that one too much. And then Tales of the Underworld it's kind of good. It's like an in-between to me. So, it's like you could watch that one. But yeah, people talk a lot about Andor though. A lot to go through then. Yeah. But that's only if you really want to invest yourself though. I feel like the bare minimum is just watch the main movies. But if you really want to care about like the stuff that's recently releasing, then you could watch the TV series. But that's all dependent on what kind of thing you want to know about first. It's like, oh, you want to go into The Mandalorian? You could probably watch it blind, or you could watch the Clone Wars and then understand everything, and then watch Rebels, understand what goes on there, and then The Mandalorian. If the movies hook you in, then you're surely. Yeah, but I'd say like if you're not mentally prepared for some questionable dialogue in the prequel trilogy, then you might drop it early. But, I mean, who knows? I can't really say. I mean, I still like the prequel trilogy for its flaw, like, just regardless of its flaws. There have been things that are much worse than the prequel trilogy, you know. Questionable superheroes. Yeah, a lot of memes have stemmed from, yeah, a lot of memes have stemmed from, the prequel trilogy. Not so much from the original trilogy, other than, no, I am your father. You know. Um, oh yeah, and if you want to know where the original usage of Clanker is from, then you can watch the Clone Wars, because that's the source material. Yeah, you could actually know where that word is used, instead of how people use it nowadays in this year. And I don't like when people use that word, because now it's just kind of lost its meaning. It's like, man, back when it's battle droids, and now it's just generalized to robots now, in a negative connotation. I'm like, wow, cool. There goes the uniqueness of Clanker from battle droids to just whatever the heck nowadays. It sucks. It sucks. Man, I don't know. It's very strange. Yeah, I believe, I think Star Wars Visions, like the anime, like Star Wars stuff, like Star Wars anime I'm talking about, I don't believe you need to really care about the main movies to watch that, because, well, they kind of stem away from every sort of they stem away from the main story anyway, so it doesn't matter. Like, you don't need to know the context at all to watch, because they make their own original stories for that. Like, they don't, I mean, it would, I mean, it's just, I mean, they have references, or they interpret the main material into their own material, but other than that, I think Visions is enjoyable enough as its own thing, without prior knowledge. Fair enough. Yeah. Yeah. But I can't wait for it. It's very hype. Because returning, because some of the stuff that I enjoyed last time, they're returning. Some of the stuff that's coming up is entirely new and could be really good, or could be really mixed. Of course, not everything in Star Wars Visions is perfect. There's everything that might be like meh, you know? Like like there are certainly ones you could skip in Star Wars Visions. There's only like a select few that are probably worth watching, and then there's like a couple of them that are really worth watching. Yeah, so there's like some that you could just skip, because they're not really continuations of whatever. They're, again, their own story. So, yeah, you just watch whichever one. There's no particular order either, it's just whichever one you want. As long as it's good, I guess. As long as it's good, and as long as it's, not really questionable. I don't know. Like, sometimes, I mean, you don't have to watch it for, like, the seriousness factor of it. Sometimes you would just watch it for the whimsy. So, whatever, you know? And, you know, speaking of whimsy, there is the Skeleton Crew, And that one is, you know, like obvious demographic is for kids, you know, but also, you know, anyone can watch it really. But, you know, that's just a fun show to watch. It's not really a show that's taking itself too seriously, and also it's not really linking itself to the main story in any way. Not really. I mean, like, the only thing that it's related to would be the prequel trilogy, if it comes to, like, referencing something, and then, like, the, like, aftermath of the original trilogy, if you want to say that. I kind of forget that, you know, Skeleton Crew sort of takes place after the original trilogy. I think. I'm trying to remember whether that was the case or not. It's like, I remember at one point, like, this was mentioned, and then that was mentioned. It's like, it has to be, right? Yeah, so it's like just barely after the original trilogy, but it does reference a tiny bit of the prequels, but not really. But you know, of course, Skeleton Crew, I think you could just watch by itself and just enjoy it as much. But completely avoid... yeah, thank you for that, but... but... You can avoid the series like The Acolyte, because that's just complete, utter garbage. I'm not gonna dismiss, like, the 2 or however many actors that did well in it. I mean, I'd say, like, Lee Jung-jae actually did well in it, but, you know, of course his character is not good enough in the story to be justified. And then there's Kymir, who's the only other unique character in the show. So I'm like, yeah, no, everyone else kind of sucks. And they drift away from the actual material to the point where, yeah, no, it's like, it's supposed to be canon, but there's so many inconsistencies that it's actually really bad. I mean, you don't even, like, if you don't even know anything beforehand and you try to watch The Acolyte, you're in for a bad time. Like, you're gonna be introduced into concepts that are, like, just, like, even more confusing than how Qui-Gon Jinn explains midichlorians in the first episode. Oh wait, I spoiled it. I spoiled something that was from decades ago, I'm sorry. Man. I mean, it's not even that important though, it's just, it's like how you explain mitochondria, the powerhouse of the cell. Like, just imagine the powerhouse of the cell, mitochondria, but Star Wars, and that's it. Like, it's not even that important, like, spoiler material. It's just basically how it is, like, they interpret different things as such. So yeah, don't watch The Acolyte. You don't need to watch it to understand anything. I mean, it takes place in the High Republic, and the High Republic is just kind of like how the Jedi Order is at its peak, but in the Acolyte, it doesn't represent any of that at all. You know, the High Republic is something that's supposed to be good, you know, but nope, the Acolyte is not like that at all. So yeah, don't watch that. And then there's the Obi-Wan Kenobi series. It's it's really mixed with that one too. It's like, yeah, it's canon, but also feels inconsistent every other time too. And I feel like the choreography kind of lacks as well. You don't need to watch that one either for whatever context, because it does take place after the it takes place after there's the prequel trilogy, but it takes place before, way before the original trilogy. But I'd say it's not really something you need to watch at all. Just because it might really give you even more confusion than it's needed, there's the Bad Batch. The Bad Batch is pretty much just additive material to the Clone Wars Season 7. It's really, it's sort of worth watching, only if you really care about what happens after the Clone Wars, and only if you care about the characters from that. And you might be surprised by whatever other stuff happens in there. And then there's the Book of Boba Fett, which kind of takes place after The Mandalorian Season 2? Season 2? I think. Maybe after Season 2? I don't actually know when it takes place. I feel like the Book of Boba Fett is not really worth watching either. But at the same time, there are certain moments where it's sort of important to The Mandalorian. I don't know, it's really weird. Something you could watch, but I don't think it's worth watching either. It's not really good enough for, it's not good enough. It's not worth your time. It's I'm saying all this other stuff is man, I shouldn't be the one to make judgment calls, but at the same time, it's just my opinion. And then we have Rebels. I'd say Rebels is worth watching. Rebels is kind of mixed at the start, because their demographic was of course towards the kids, with their humor and how they play it out. But of course, as it goes on, then it gets a little bit better with the story, and that also it also adds up to everyone, every other show after that, even The Mandalorian and the Ahsoka series. And the Ahsoka series, it's probably something worth watching, but at the same time I feel it's kind of weird too. It's mixed as well. Season 2 is gonna come out sometime soon though for Ahsoka. I mean, not soon, but sometime later. So I can't definitively say whether Ahsoka is worth it or not, but all I know is that it's good, but not the best thing. All I'm gonna say is that Andor is really good, worth your time on every front. I feel I'm really overcomplicating how you should watch anything. It's just watch the main movies, then you could probably move on to Andor, and then you could watch Rogue One, and then you maybe could watch the Clone Wars. It's it depends on how invested you want to get into it. The main movies, that's the bare minimum. And then Andor, it has quite a bit of watch time, but it's pretty worth it. Especially when you want to know how the rebellion builds up into it, and then Rogue One, because you could. you get the gist of it. You'll get to more stuff if you get more interested in. Yeah. And then me just kind of explaining everything and then probably getting to borderline making it really weird. Yeah. It's very interesting. You liked it. I see. That's pretty much my recommendations. Just the main movies, then Andor, then Rogue One, and then that's it. And if you want to watch anything like further into it, then like the threshold is there is like casual watching, then just the main movies, and then just if you are interested more into it, then Andor, and then Rogue One, and if you really want to get into the nooks and crannies, then the Clone Wars, and then the Mandalorian, or oh no, I mean you could watch the Clone Wars then the Mandalorian, but maybe watching Rebels after the Clone Wars would be good, or maybe watching the Bad Batch would be good. I mean, I feel like the Bad Batch isn't important enough to really watch though. I feel like Rebels is more important than the Bad Batch, just cause, yeah. And then the Mandalorian, and if you want to, you could watch Ahsoka, and then the Book of Boba Fett maybe, perhaps. And then, you know, the side story stuff with Tales of the Jedi, Tales of the Empire I think you could ignore, because it's not really interesting enough. Tales of the Underworld I think is really interesting though. I think it's good. 1 hour yap about anime and movies. Yeah, very nice. Yeah, pretty much just how it goes. Like, just casual watching, just the movies. But just, like, depending on how the levels, like the level you reach, then you watch these ones. Yeah. I don't know too much about Star Wars Resistance though. All I know is that, Resistance takes place in the sequel trilogy, or before the sequel trilogy, but you know, because it is the sequel trilogy, just ignore it, because it's not important, and it ruins everything of how it is of the main movies. Just ignore the sequel trilogy, ignore stuff that's related to the sequel trilogy, but don't ignore the stuff that takes place after the original trilogy, because usually that stuff is actually good in comparison with the stuff that's before the sequel trilogy. You know what I mean? Like, it takes place a tiny bit after the original trilogy. It takes place way before the sequel trilogy. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. Just avoid those ones. Initially, I liked The Force Awakens, but you know, of course, as more movies went on, it was actually getting really bad, and I didn't like it. I only liked The Force Awakens because it was actually getting somewhere unique. Like The Force Awakens is like the only exception, because it was like the first Star Wars movie in the 2010s decade, you know? Like, it's actually a new Star Wars movie, part of the main saga, and you know, it's like, oh, it's potential to see like a stormtrooper probably become a Jedi, and then we have like this other like person who kind of becomes like the strongest person. I mean, the only reason like I thought, hey, it's like it could have just been luck. It could have just been luck, you know, like, oh, this person's getting like a grasp of how the force is and whatever. It's like it's just luck. But of course, as the movies went on, it actually just gets to the point where, yeah, this is just high rolling stuff. So yeah, just avoid the sequel trilogy. I thought The Force Awakens was something to build up to something really good and interesting, but no, they wasted the potential. So therefore, don't watch anything from it. But you could just watch the stuff that just takes place after the original trilogy. Just don't watch the stuff that's related to the sequel trilogy. That's it. Just stay away from the cursed stuff. And you know, of course, like, stay away from the Acolyte. Unless you really want to be in for a bad time. The power of one, the power of two, the power of many. It's so cringy, man. It's so cringy. Oh, God. No one liked it, man. And then the people who worked on it are like, yeah, we're gonna be... It's like, you were just hate bombing on it. And we're like, no, we just don't like it. The story's just bad. Man, you heard enough to not watch the new ones. Yeah, alright. That's cool. I haven't even talked about the games of Star Wars though. We have quite a bit of games. Yeah, we have quite a bit of games. There's Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order and Jedi Survivor. Those are really good. Yeah, they're really good. Like those follow that goes after the prequel trilogy, and it's a really good game. It's if I want to say, it's like a Star Wars like a Star Wars Souls-like, like somewhat, I guess. I mean, I call it Souls-like just because of how it is. But it's really fun, and the stories are nice. And then there's Outlaws, but I don't recommend Outlaws. It's weird. Not worth it. Oh wait, the games. Oh no. I was gonna say like, oh, I haven't talked about games, and then I mentioned a couple of games. And then we move on to the Old Republic. The material that's way before everything. So it's like really old material. Or not like really old material in terms of like chronological order, this and that. I mean like before prequel trilogy stuff, before High Republic stuff. This is Old Republic now, and that stuff was released in the 2000s. And man, those were good times. And you know, like that stuff is not linked to the main story, like to the main movies. It's not linked to that, but the story is so good for like its own standalone stuff. So the Old Republic, Like that's its own kind of thing, you know. And I don't know how Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic remake is doing. They are remaking the game, but I have not heard any kind of news of whether they're even continuing it or not. Yeah, I haven't heard anything of that. It's like, are they ever gonna do it? Who knows? It's like, who knows? No one will ever know. Yeah. I mean, I even see like an ASM artist like play Knights of the Old Republic, like an ASM artist I listen to occasionally. It's like they're streaming Knights of the Old Republic. You shall lurk here for now while you work on the side. Well, I don't know. I might be ending stream soon, but I don't know. I don't think I'm tired yet to really call it. So maybe I'll stay for a little bit. Oh, no, don't feel bad. I'm not ending yet. Who knows? I might stay for another half hour, at the very least. Yeah, so don't worry. Don't worry at all. But yeah, if the remake is coming, man, I'm gonna play that. But if it's not coming, then that feels bad. Like, we got an announcement of it, but regarding whether any kind of progress is being made, we don't know. I mean, people say it is happening still, but no. And then we have Star Wars Eclipse. Eclipse was announced a few years ago, and it was developed by, or it's being developed by the same people who developed Detroit Become Human. So, Quantic Dream, they're not, I don't know, it's like really weird. Like, maybe you'll like it, maybe you won't like it. Yeah, so it's like the people who are in there who really dictate whether the game is gonna do well or horribly. So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. It's really just, it's up to, when they actually announce their stuff. It's like, I want to know, but I'll never know. It's like, I want to know, but I'll never know. Yeah, I do want, like, if it's coming to PC, then yay, cause, back then, I only heard that, it's only for PS5 or something, but if it's coming to PC, then cool, very cool. I mean, I really don't know. Like, it feels like a missed opportunity to just not, yeah, it just feels like a missed opportunity to not have the game release, Same thing as how, like, Wolf Among Us 2 is not here yet. And I've kind of lost hope with that one too. And thank you for the check-in, Senna. Hello. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well today. which games to be, like which games in general I want to be excited for. Man, it sucks. It really sucks. It's because I have games that I want to play, and then I have games that I have to play. Yeah, so I have to be patient, I guess. Yeah, I just wish. I'm just gonna wish. Hopefully, it'll go right. And then we keep talking about Arknight's Endfield. You know, recently in Gamescom they had this huge booth, man. They had a whole factory replica like actually like functioning, moving the boxes around. I'm like, damn, this is like one of the best like set pieces I've seen in like a booth. It's like, what the heck? Damn, they really just be adding a lot into that. And then they made like a special trailer with no release date still. And then we're just wondering, is like, maybe it'll be this year? My goodness. But I don't, like, the longer I'm waiting for it, the more it's just gonna be like, nope, it's gotta be next year then. It's like, come on, I want to play Arknight's Endfield this year. Please. I want to play it. I didn't get to play in the closed beta some time ago. I want to play it again. Or I want to play it this time. I mean, I played in the closed beta for normal Arknights some time ago. I know that for sure. It's like I've played on that some time ago. Yeah, like before the actual game released, I actually was in the closed beta. And yeah, there were issues. There were a lot of textual issues, really, at the time. Of course, at the release, they adjust those, and then boom, it's fixed. And then now I have this. Yeah, in general, I just have the role to commemorate my participation in the closed beta in the Arknight's Discord server. It's history. I mean, not like it's that important, is it? Yeah, it's really not that important. It's like, yeah, I have the closed beta role on Arknights. It's just unfortunate I never got to actually, yeah, I never actually got to, play the closed beta this time. For Endfield to really complete the collection. It's like, I got both closed beta roles on both Arknights and Arknights Endfield, but no, I don't, unfortunately. I mean, nah. It's like I highly doubt I would be able to actually get like I highly doubt I would be able to, you know, sneak my way in there. It's like, hey, I'm a content creator. Shouldn't I also be able to play Arknight's Endfield? It's like, no, I don't think I would be able to. Because I'm not not popular enough just to play Arknight's Enfield. So I'll just have to wait until the actual release. And we'll have to see. We'll just have to see whether anything changes or not. I don't really know what else to think about. Like game-wise, I mean maybe Hades 2. Hades 2 is really close to like official release from what I remember. Like it's getting out of early access sometime soon. And then I could still play the game because they did add a whole bunch of stuff into it, but I'm still kind of playing other games instead. So yeah. I might as well just wait until the actual release happens. It's like just wait it out. But it's gonna be soon. Soon enough. Right? It'll be soon. Very soon when it happens. Hollow Knight Silk Song. Right. Silk Song. It's not a meme anymore. It's coming really quickly, actually. It's coming in September 4th. Yeah. There's no there's no pricing for it. I don't know why there's no price yet. I'm only gonna assume that Silk Song might be around the same price as Hollow Knight. No, it might not be. It might be a tiny bit more though. But Hollow Knight originally was like $15. It's on sale right now for $7.49. Basically half the price. And you could get it now until like September 1st, which is literally tomorrow. Or not tomorrow, literally next Monday. And then a few days later is when Silk Song comes. Yeah, it's been a long time coming. I don't know why people are still kind of speculating why Silk Song never had any announcements, like in between its like development, you know. I mean, I was kind of skeptical about it too, but in fairness, Team Cherry never really had that kind of obligation, unlike Omocats, with how Omori was being released. Because with Omori, they were on a Kickstarter, or they were on some sort of fundraising campaign for the game to release. There was like a miscommunication with that one too, so people thought they were getting scammed with that. But in the end, Omori still got released, so that one at least had some justification. But with Silk Song, yeah, they don't have that kind of obligation to, you know, keep anyone up to date until they're ready, you know. And they are ready. And it's just 'cause, yeah, it's just 'cause. Yeah, 'cause they weren't fundraising anything. And man, Silk Song might be like Game of the Year 2025. No, I'm kidding. I don't know about that yet. It might be. There is a possibility. Because it is a game released in this year. And I mean, it's not released yet, but it's going to release this year. And it's also going to be, pretty popular, I'd say. Because people talk about it a lot. And, it's actually coming. And, whether I get it or not is really up to whether I really want to. I mean, I do want to, but there's other games I want to play, like Death Stranding, and I haven't even played that through. And same thing with like Batman Arkham City, that I mentioned I have to continue that later. And then there's, whatever the heck. Yeah, there's just a whole lot of stuff I need to continue through. I don't know how much I need to play through with Death Stranding. I'm guaranteed to get distracted through and through with it, for sure. So I have to be careful with Death Stranding. But man, I want to play Silksong. I gotta play Silksong. It's gotta be a thing. I mean, that means I have to warm up on Hollow Knight in general, because it's been years since I played Hollow Knight. And I really enjoyed it. But not to the point where I would challenge myself to do this and that. No. But Silksong, man, Silksong's gonna be good. I imagine. I imagine it's gonna be amazing. I mean, if Hades 2 is gonna be getting its full release soon, I mean, if it's coming this year, then it's, yeah, if it's coming this year, then it might be a candidate for 2025. But if not, then it's probably just gonna be for next year then. But yeah, I think it's gonna be a little bit different. Yeah, I might try, I might try to do, Hades 2, but not yet. It's really weird. It's like I have it, and I streamed it, but that wasn't, like, I haven't played it since last year. I have to get into it again. I have to. It's something really important after all. I gotta, I mean, whether my progress is still there, I mean, it has to be there, but I feel like the more they add, the more it's gonna be complex and whatever, Those are nice games to look forward to, though. Oh yeah, right. Cinderella Grey Core 2. That's also releasing on October. And they actually released a trailer for that too. Really interesting, like, parody names of the Umas, though. It's like, Michelle my baby, and obey your master. It's like, damn, what the heck? And then those are like just interesting names. Yeah, I'm looking forward to Cinderella Grey Core 2, because I really enjoyed the Core 1, so might as well wait until Core 2 is released and then boom. Can't wait to see more of Oguri, but also Super Creek, Tomomo, and you know, other ones. Or maybe just Symboli Rudolph or farming again. Or, you know, some others. Maybe the other Symboli, which is serious Symboli. Yeah, I really have no idea, like, what other Umas would be there. Yeah, there's really interesting reasons why the upcoming characters in the Cinderella Grey don't actually use the real names of the horses that are like in the real world. It's like maybe they didn't get the permission for it, so they're getting interesting with their naming sense. Like something close, but not like not bordered like on the mark there. Of course, like most of the Umas that are there in Uma Musume are named after the real counterparts. But yeah, that's just how it is. But when they don't get the permission, then they have to make an inspiration of the name. Or, you know, they make an entirely new Uma, like Belno Light, who is an entirely fictional Uma. And she's not like an Uma Musume that races. She's an Uma Musume that just kind of supports. Does whatever. Yeah, so really weird. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it, because then we see characters that don't get as much screen time in comparison with like the main Uma Musume anime. You know, someone like Gold City or whatever the heck. Sakura Chiono, perhaps? Super Creek? I was gonna say like Symboli Rudolph and Motozinski. I was like, man, I'm pretty sure they're retired in the anime. Like, we don't really see them like racing anymore. They're just kind of sitting up top or farming. Like, Symboli Rudolph is just or farming every step of the way. Like, people gonna say Oguri's their favorite? Nah, I say that Symboli Rudolph's my favorite. How dare you? It's like Oguri's #1 favorite, of course. But Symboli Rudolph, man, come on. I think there was like a whole chart of like popular characters in spring 2025. Like popular male characters, popular female characters, and they were mostly from Cinderella Grey, which is funny. If I can even see it somewhere. It's like, where was it? I've seen it somewhere. It's like spring of 2025, and they were mentioning, you know, the popularity of the characters. Yeah, I don't know where I saw it though. It's like top 10 female characters, and then Oguri was number 1. And then like Tomo Cross is number 4, and then Bell No Light is number 8. It's like 3 of those characters are from Cinderella Grey. And that's funny. It's like, did it get popular because it's Umamusume? Or did it get popular because the game like is coming up to release? Yeah, I don't know. It's like there was something about it. I don't really remember. It's like it was somewhere. Yeah. Yeah, but I saw it at one point, like, yeah, female characters, and there's just 3 Omomusume characters. Yeah, so, yeah, whatever. I'm gonna think about ending stream later. Or, soon, I mean, around 6 minutes from now, so, yeah, just be wary that I'm gonna consider writing someone relatively soon. Yeah, I'm just kind of... I mean, maybe I should just... I mean, I don't think there's really a point in stalling, though. I'm like, I could just wait. Or I could just go with it. Perhaps. My voice is slowly disappearing. It's not looking good. It's slowly getting into a whisper. Or not even slowly, that was just immediate transition over to a whisper. Just like this. I mean, I feel like I should have done a whisper like this a long time ago. Perhaps. But I could be looking for someone to raid. I just need to figure that out soon enough. Because if not, then it's not a good idea. I mean, I don't know what I mean by that. God, the mosquitoes have been really aggressive. It's like making my leg itchy. It's like, how dare you? How dare you do this to me? It's so annoying. Mosquitoes are just pests. Legitimately. I hate when a mosquito bites any part of me and then they just kind of get away with it, and then it's itchy. I hate that. They're like animals, so I slaughtered them like animals. Except they're not animals. They're just annoying. I don't know. But yeah, look for someone right now that, you know, kind of considering the situation, I guess. Maybe I could just go back and maybe I could just think about doing a Minecraft ASMR stream, like the next time I stream ASMR, just because it seems like something that I miss a tiny bit. And you know, I feel like I have to revert back to how I usually do things, like instead of just talking and whatever, I should actually just focus on doing triggers. You know, but it's too late to do that. Yeah, basically it's too late. It's too late to do that. Because I'm ending stream soon. In about 30 seconds. Well, not exactly, but you know, try to reach like the 2.5 hour mark of the stream. Yeah, so it's a bit awkward when I'm trying to do things and then boom, it's over. So, let me think. I waited whoever the heck before. And now I have to think about who I raid this time. I mean, I know who I raided last ASMR stream, but whether I do it again or not too sure. You know, there's all these considerations of maybe it's not the right time when they might end stream soon, you know? Yeah. So, I'm kind of thinking, I mean, maybe I don't want, man, there's not many options anymore. Maybe I'm just scared. Yeah, because I don't know if raiding, like, however the heck is a good idea, you know? So it's very, very weird indeed. It's like I see these people, and then I see that person, and then I'm like, what do I do? It's like I need to check. I need to check who's gonna go on for it's really complicated to tell. No one is really, yeah, no one is really easy to tell who is. What am I talking about? Ignore me. But whoever's asleep, I don't think it really matters, like about the messages. But I think I'll raid into Lilith, cause I'm pretty sure I haven't raided her before. Yeah, so I have to like slowly look, like expand my horizons again, somehow. So yeah, we're raiding into Lilith and make sure to, yeah, get comfy, I guess. I don't think there's really any, yeah, I'm not sure if there's really any sort of way of behaving other than just kind of relaxing and, you know, just generally being normal in the chat. Yeah, that's it. So yeah, I'll think about streaming Minecraft ASMR next time, but if I don't decide to do that, then it's just gonna be normal ASMR with maybe some planned triggers and, you know, whatever the heck. Because I've just noticed like a really weird lack of demand, so I'm like, man, I had to really bring the supply then. So yeah, thank you to whoever stopped by to watch the stream.